Hey everybody, welcome again to Keith Speaks. If it's your first time here, welcome. Please take the time to subscribe. For those of you who have been here, my apologies for my brief absence. Sometimes life is life and it's always good. Enjoy the experiences. But let me talk to you about something that happened this week that most people slept on. Because between the war, the White House Correspondents' Dinner Theater, the Secretary of Defense doing his best Bondi impersonation, and whatever else has been trending, this one kind of got buried, and it shouldn't have. On Wednesday, the Florida legislature passed a new congressional map that could reposition Republicans to win 4 additional U.S. House seats in the midterm elections. And here's the kicker. Hours before the final vote, the U.S. Supreme Court weakened the Voting Rights Act in a case out of Louisiana. Same day. You want to talk about coordination? No, that's coordination. The map targets 4 specific Democrats in Tampa, Orlando, and South Florida. And the man who drew the map admitted under oath in committee that he used political performance data while drawing the districts. He said it was just one factor. Right. Under this new map, Tampa Bay loses its only Democratic representative. The Puerto Rican population in the Orlando area, one of the fastest growing communities in the state, gets carved into several separate districts, diluting their political power entirely. Now let me speak plainly. I'm black. Surprise. But I've watched this movie before. We all have. The names change, the methods get more sophisticated, but the goal is the same. Make certain votes count less. Make certain communities matter less. And do it legally, so there's nothing you can do about it in the moment except fight in court for years while the damage is already done. And honestly, at this point, it's almost cynically funny to me. Not because it isn't serious, it's deadly serious, but because we as black Americans have always had to deal with this. This is not new terrain for us. Poll taxes, literacy tests, grandfather clauses, redlining the vote itself. We have been navigating deliberate political erasure since the day this country decided we counted, and then immediately tried to make sure we didn't count too much. So no, I'm not shocked. I'm clear-eyed. But here's what I want to say to the people who are shocked right now. And some of you need to hear this. Women, yes, all of you. Women, you're next. This is a part of a national mid-decade redistricting push that Trump himself launched. Texas gave Republicans 5 additional seats. California Democrats countered with 5 more of their own. Other states followed. This is an arms race, and it's being fought over your representation, your ability to have a voice in the laws that govern your body, your health care, your workplace, your family. And when I say the empire is moving in reverse, I mean that literally. What we are watching is not dysfunction. It is design. An intentional rollback of the democratic infrastructure that took generations of marches, jailings, beatings, hangings, and funerals to build. And it is being done in broad daylight with legislative votes, court filings, and Truth Social posts. State Senator LaVon Bracey Davis said it plainly on the floor. Let's not pretend this is happening in a vacuum. This is about power. This is about relinquishing our power and giving it to the president. She's right. But I'd go further. It's not just about giving it to him. It's about making sure you can never take it back through the ballot box. Because if the map is drawn right, your vote becomes symbolic, a ritual with no result. Now, will this face legal challenges? Sure. Florida voters passed an amendment in 2010 explicitly banning political gerrymandering. Democrats have already promised court action. But the Florida Supreme Court has 6 DeSantis appointees, and the U.S. Supreme Court just handed the other side a win. on the same morning the map passed. You see how this works? Here's what I want you to take from this. Stop waiting for someone to save the vote. The people dismantling it are not confused about what they are doing. They are not making mistakes. They know exactly what a map does. They know exactly what a court ruling does the morning of a legislative vote. This is not incompetence. This is architecture. And if we want to live in a country where our votes mean nothing or something, more importantly, then all of us, black, brown, women, working class, then we have to be just as intentional, just as coordinated, and just as relentless as the people trying to draw us out. Watch the pattern, connect the dots, use your voice. It's a different grift. It's just a different day. And I'm Keith, and Keith Speaks.